Yo, what's happening? It's Jay the Legend. I'm a leader and educator for Lavish Business. I hope y'all ready with your pens, papers, and notebooks. It's about to get crazy. Let's go.
It's Mama B on the Lavish Vision channel. Oh my God, another exciting interview. I want you guys to meet one of our educators and leading traders, Mr. Legend himself. Jordan, how are you?
What's up, Mama B?
It's mad crazy. I want you to tell them about you. First of all, you are complete the sentence, please. You're in the military. Y'all gonna really have fun with me and Jordan because we go back and forth really well. Jordan, you're in the military. Say that proud.
No, I am. I'm in the Army currently right now. I'm in the transition of replacing my job and firing my boss. But currently, yes.
Absolutely. How long have you been in the military?
Since about 2015. So about 7 years.
Straight out of high school?
No. I worked 3 or 4 different jobs. I was a welder. I worked construction. Yeah, I did a lot before I actually ended up joining.
So, yeah, I'm going to pick on you a little bit. Love you. You can fight me later. Why did you join the military?
So I knew I needed to change my situation. And I figured at the time the best way to do that was to go to something stable, go to something to kind of build myself up. And the military at that time was the best option, which I'm glad I had the opportunity to go. Glad I had the opportunity to do what I did. But yeah.
So it's interesting because at that time you already understood that you had the ability to change your situation based off of your decisions, right? Absolutely. So how did you get into trading?
Trading was something, it blindsided me, to be honest. I wasn't
really?
I was not looking for it at all. So I came into the realization about trading in general during COVID. I mean, we had nothing to do. For the military or people that are in the military, you know that we got told to sit at home for weeks on end with no real direction. So what I ended up doing was watching YouTube, and just one day it just popped up on my feed, and I started watching it, learning a little bit here and there. And one thing led to another. I was opening up a trading account within a week. I had learned different things from different people on YouTube, tried to get or attempted to get, as much knowledge as I could for free at the time. And I thank God for it because it opened up the door so I could see the bigger world, the bigger picture behind the whole trading world.
Oh, that's awesome. You said a key word there. You try to get as much information for free. Now, even though the free information enlightened you, why did you decide to go to an organization where you had to pay to learn?
So at the beginning of this whole journey with WB and everything else like that, I'm a very cheap person. I'm just gonna get out, because I know you're gonna say it eventually. You're gonna say it at some point. I'm just getting it out. I'm very cheap. Like I said, I was getting all the information I could for free, but I was not having the results that I wanted. And even though I believed that I was, understanding the information, processing it the right way, I wasn't getting the results that I wanted, and I knew I needed help. So I attempted to go to multiple companies. Actually, it was multiple companies.
Right.
I would have the mindset, hey, if I don't see anything different, I don't see a change within a month, then that $199, whatever they charge, is going to be all they get out of me. I'm not going to stay there for multiple months at a time and not gain any knowledge or gain any value.
Okay.
What ended up happening? Oh, yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say what ended up happening is I just happened to find this organization, and they just stuck. It really did. It just ended up sticking. The information is always a constant learning curve over here. It's definitely a family, keeps you on your toes, keeps you accountable. And that's, I think, the big takeaway for me staying or being around this environment.
Okay. And the environment is Lavish Visions, right?
Oh, yes.
Definitely. I want to make kind of like a declarative statement because, you know, I'm very transparent in everything that we do, right? And it's very difficult to get people in our community to want to pay to learn. If you had to say something to the community about shifting in that thought pattern, what would that be?
So it's funny you mention it or you word it like that. I know we've had this conversation multiple times, but definitely if you want to get something out of information, you're going to have to pay for it. You're going to have to grow, you know, to make yourself better. Back then, I understood that knowledge is power.
Absolutely.
The more knowledge you have, the more information you have access to, the better off you are. The same thing in the military. The more knowledge you have on the battlefield, the better you can paint a picture, the better you can actually plan, the better actually you can resolve issues.
Yes.
So depending on how you want to live your life, how much knowledge are you going to gain out of doing what you're doing? If we do a survey right now, I guarantee people are doing the same thing they did last year, even though they had New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
So it's more of a mindset for you or mind shift for you that you got to have for yourself. But knowledge is power. And
sometimes you just got to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fact. Why did you decide, you know, you could have just came into Lavish, get the knowledge and leave, but you came in and you planted roots and you've built relationships. You got a new mom, you know. You got a new mom. Which is always a great thing. But why did you decide you wanted to become a leader and tell other people about this?
To be honest,
complete
I honestly wanted to leave. To be transparent. To be transparent, I wanted to leave. And it was really funny because the week before I was about to leave, I had my major breakthrough. We always say that, especially some of the team, you know, stick to it till you get that breakthrough. That breakthrough is going to change everything for you. The week before my membership was up and I was about to take it off, my breakthrough happened. And I realized once my breakthrough happened, there was so much more information. The door was open. Now I just had to keep going through the door to get the rest of it. And once that happened, I realized like it wasn't more about the 169 or whatever the, you know, however much, you know, you're paying.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the money at that point. It was more about how bad did you want to change your situation? How bad did you want to change your circumstances around you? How bad do you want success or failure or whatever you want? How bad do you want it? And that for me was a big takeaway and why I stayed around, stuck around. I'll continue to stick around.
I love that. And it's so true because we know 95% of traders are unsuccessful, right?
That's a fact.
and out of that 95, more than half of them probably gave up right before their breakthrough. So it's crazy. Right before you were about to run, it happened. And you have had like an extremely phenomenal year. No details about what you did, but when you look back from even when you made the decision to go into the military, to be sitting where you are now, a new dad, and the success and getting ready to help a whole era of young men like yourself, what does that feel like?
I don't think the gravity of it has hit yet.
Yeah.
I think it's more in the transition phase, I guess you would say. I'm starting to understand a lot more what the role I'm actually supposed to be taking, or what I'm actually, almost like my call. You know what I mean? I'm starting to see it more and more. I'm starting to see it more and more. And it's more of a walk by, take every step, you know, every day, walk by faith, not by sight. It's move forward. You know, I'm learning. It's a learning curve, but I'm learning it.
A little bit scary, but exciting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me this, what can the YouTube world look forward to coming to the channel and checking out Mr. J Legend himself? What are some of the things that you hope to gift to them? Because it's a gift.
Yeah. To be completely honest, there's a lot. It's between the launch of this, we have a lot of educators that are going to launch their own content that's coming out. We got a lot of stuff, but mainly for this, I really do feel like we can push out a lot of good information to everybody on here. There's going to be, weekly updates on charts. I believe there's going to be a weekly breakdown. I didn't send out the summary of what everything's going down, but there's a lot of good content you're all going to be privy to. I would not sleep on it. I definitely would take advantage of the information that's going to be coming out and advantage of the leadership and ask questions when you can.
Amazing, amazing. So, Jordan, I appreciate you spending this afternoon with us, introducing yourself to our viewers. We look forward to all the gems that you're going to drop. And of course, you already know I'm extremely proud of you, right?
I do.
Love you much. So, YouTube family, again, another amazing Lavish educator. Just got to hear a little bit about him, what he's bringing to the table. So what am I going to ask you to do? Subscribe, like, comment, but most important, turn on those notifications because you do not want to miss the gems that is coming. Stay blessed.